Hello, I'm Master Roxas, and welcome to Ouranos Island, the final island in Sonic Frontiers. You've done a lot to get here, so let's finish the run, shall we? Ouranos is a lot like Chaos, in the fact that we can't do any major skips at all. We must do all the objectives that the game expects us to do in order to progress the story. This means we need 190 memory tokens for Sage. We need 33 keys in order to get all the Chaos Emeralds. So in order to do that, we will be getting 2 portal gears to be doing 2 stages. We will be using the purple coins we collected from Chaos and Chronos, along with 10 more right at the start to do fishing with Big. At fishing, we will be buying 12 keys. We will be getting 14 keys from stages, and then we will be digging the remaining keys to get to 33. Of the 190 memory tokens we need, there are 128 from 16 dig locations around the island. 26 will be bought from fishing, and the other 36 will be gotten from strays. In this guide, we will be showing all the optimal strays with a couple extras shown along the way so you can pick your favorites. As always, you may explore and find other ones you may like. We are just showing the ones we think are the fastest. So, best of luck in the game and the guide. Thank you for watching, and good luck conquering Ouranos. Alright, to give a brief overview of how to do the Slingshot, using Sonic's Stomp ability, press the dodge button while locking on an enemy with the right stick, and then press Stomp to stomp above the enemy and teleport Sonic there. Cancel that Stomp animation a few frames after you press the Stomp button to get an HSP input. Do the HSP input after mag dashing away from an enemy to extend the lock-on to get a Slingshot. The farther you are from the enemy, the more speed you'll have. The higher the enemy up is from you, the more height you'll have. Practice it, and very easy. There'll be extra resources linked in the description below about the Slingshot. Alright, now that we've refreshed the Slingshot and we're on Ouranos proper, we're going to get the run started. As explained in the intro, there is a whole bunch of stuff that we have to do right at the beginning. So you're going to start off by grabbing your final 10 purple coins. This will get you to a total of 64. You're going to run down and get this first key dig and make it mad dash towards this rail to jump off, to hit the spring to get a free stray. After this, you're going to be using the Jelly Man to do a Slingshot at a hard up angle to go all the way to 4-2. Make sure you turn your camera slightly to the right to avoid Caterpillar, and you're aiming to get that stray out of the air. You can light speed dash the rings or hit that dash ring as needed to get it. Get a key dig from outside the trees and a token dig in front of 4-2. Then run to this arch and you'll see some soldiers. Do a soldier Slingshot off any of them to a down right angle, and you'll be able to make it to this loop ring in the distance. You can either target this pulley or land on the loop ring exactly. Do a trick launch off this platform to easily grab a stray and head straight into fishing.
Oh, hey Sonic, you come here to fish too?
Yes, we don't ask questions of why Big is here. We just use him for all his rewards because he collects stuff even better than we can, apparently. So yeah, we're going to fish. It is very, very easy and simplistic. You literally just press one button to start the fish when it pulls the bobber under the water, plus one more button when it's in the red ring. Do not rush this. Do not miss a fish. It is better to be a few frames behind than it is to miss a fish. So I'm going to just let the speed up. A fun fact about fishing while we're going in hyperspeed while fishing is that actually fishing is not random at all. It is scripted. That is why we're able to use it in the run. We do an exact amount of fishes to get the exact amount of tokens we need, which is 298, which will let us buy 12 vault keys and 26 memory tokens. Now, I will show after this that it is allowed to use the cooking minigame from the Monster Hunter free DLC, which you were able to get 24 tokens from doing a perfect cook. This has been timed to be a lot slower than normal RNG of fishing. So cooking should only be used if you mess up and are short on purple coins and therefore would be short of fish. It is a good emergency backup. Keep that in mind. After you finish fishing, you're going to go buy your vault keys. Make sure you end at 14 keys. So you can mash to 12. Buy the keys first so that way the golden ticket is used on keys. Then you can just mash the memory tokens until it lets you stop buying, which will be 26 of them. And you'll end up with 37. Now to just briefly show the cooking minigame. It is very, very easy if you do have to do this as an emergency backup. If you've played Monster Hunter, then you're already perfectly familiar with the timing. It is the exact same jingle and song. It's just literally ported straight from Monster Hunter. I guess it's a good reference. It is slower than fishing, as I said, because it takes a good bit more time per cook. If you have never played Monster Hunter, the easiest way to guarantee a perfect cook is just wait for the meat to change color at the end, which is right now. And it's very easy to nail. So if you have to do this as a backup, there you go. Alright, so you're done your fishing. Time to get a couple extra strays and get our first emerald. Slingshot off this jellyman straight down to get up the hill a lot quicker and run the rest of the way. Stop, jump into this ring. Delay your boost, then jump and lightspeed dash to get that token. Then you're going to get this dig and do the emerald. After this emerald, we're going to be doing a very, very long slingshot off the soldier that Anaku found for us. And using this slingshot right here, you're going to aim directly down just to the right of that rail. So you'll go through the rings. If you do this, if you do the mag dash right, you're going to go through these rings. Do that and straight up on the slingshot, and you can make it all the way to the summit of this peak. Very important because there's a key up here. Jump on top of this canister to do a trick launch to get this token right there. You can stomp into it or lock onto the spring, whatever is easier. Get this dig. Run off this platform for a trick launch directly in this direction. You want to jump into these dash rings, then boost and jump to get 2 tokens back to back. Coming down here, do a jump away slingshot off these enemies. Hold harder left than I do in the video so you don't actually hit this wall, and you can make it all the way to the key dig. And you're going to get this key, and then you're going to get the green emerald cutscene. Alright, so after you get the key, run up this hill to the top soldier of these 3. Do a simple mag dash back to set up a slingshot straight to the green emerald tower. Very simple. Target these springs to get this token off this loop. And grab the green emerald. After you get the green emerald, you're going to jump over the platform to this thing, do a trick launch, stomp down to grab this right before the ramp. Jump down to the left to get this token dig right here. Then run to the left around the edge of the tower to get some soldiers. Perform another slingshot straight up on your stick towards the spring to the left, right above the spring to get this token. Then do a mag dash off that spring or do a slide launch up the slope, either way, to get to a key dig and another token in that dash panel. After you grab that token, you're going to run up to the top of the bridge to get another dig. On the way, if you want, there's 2 optional tokens you can get here that I'm going to show. You can get this token by doing a trick launch directly into that boost panel to get up onto this platform. Then do another trick launch, jump, and lightspeed dash to get this token. Whether you choose to get those or not, you can get to this token dig right here. And do an Air Jordan by, as you boost to the ledge, do a sidestep right before you get off. Grab the gear, and very important as you see right there, and I got lucky, do 2 quick side loops while you're waiting for the gear to be picked up, and you might get lucky and dig up a token. This is important because every extra token you get lucky and dig up is 1 less token you have to get later in the run, which can then save you time. And it's important to do that at occasional points when you're waiting for the gears, because you can't pick them up for a certain amount of time. Hacking is just near Toho, very, very basic. There's really not any tech to it to explain, so I'm just fast-forwarding it to save us time. Then we're going to get to the 3D printed bridge cutscene, which also we can't skip, which takes a long time. So for everyone's viewing pleasure, I just went ahead and sped that up. Following this, we're going to be doing some more movement to get to 4-3. So after the bridge has been printed, you're going to turn around and run the other way, grab this token dig, and then you're going to do a soldier slingshot without side looping. And if you do it just right, you can get right on top of this hill or even directly to this gear dig. Same with the other gear dig, do a side loop or 2 and hope you get lucky like there to get a token. Go around here to get another token on the way down. Go under this rail to run up to these little statues to grab another dig, turn around to do a soldier slingshot in an upwards right direction. And you're going to aim to land on this rail. Do a rail jump off this rail to grab another token and head straight to 4-3 to get another token. Dig right before. Now that we're at 4-3, I'll let Gordon explain and how to the best way to accomplish the stage. take it away.
Alright, welcome to the final island, and to the final 2 stages. Now, 4-3 is definitely one of the harder cyberspace stages in the run, and it's definitely one of the tightest. As you can see, you need 70 rings to clear that mission for this stage, and 70 is exactly how many rings you will get. There is not really much room for error in this route, so give it the time that it deserves, learn it, and I promise you'll get it down fast enough, and you'll have a very consistent 4-3. Let's get to it. Now, the first thing that we want to do is stomp, but we don't want to immediately do it, because then Sonic won't hit this rail. Grab 10 rings, homing dash forward, and grab the rings that are here. Jump, light dash, now hold down left and boost, and that should take you to those dash panels. Jump over, I'll stomp just so that I can turn better, same idea there. You can do a homing dash there for a little bit of extra speed, it's not needed though. Hold the left bumper here, you want a quick step to the left, and then boost as soon as you leave that platform. Now we're going to do a homing dash straight upwards, and there's a spring that we want to lock onto, there you go. Now boost onto this rail, boost off, and you're on the home stretch. Just take care of those enemies, and bada bing, bada boom. You've got your 4-3. Regarding that combat at the end, the way I was able to homing attack so quickly was by activating air boost as soon as my homing attack connected. That cancels the little hit lag at the end and lets you immediately do a second one. You can also slide into the enemies, it can be a little bit faster, but I find the homing attack to be a bit safer. It's up to you though.
Alright, you've conquered 4-3, time to get some more strays. Jump over here to do a trick launch, to jump up here. Grab this token off the edge of that thing, jump over and do a double jump to grab this token, do a rail jump up to here to hit that spring, land on this platform after getting that token, trick launch at a right angle to grab that token, just then move around to hit to that and follow that pattern. I would recommend pausing the video if you need to and rewatching it. And you want to make sure you get all those tokens. Grab the dig, grab the emerald, grab another key, dash on up here to get to another jelly man. Do a mag dash to the right, and then slingshot up left. If you do that, you can get around the dome and go all the way to the yellow emerald on the edge of this platform. Grab the token dig and double jump over here to hit the spring to grab another easy stray. Then run through the forest to get to the yellow emerald. Grab the key dig and do another side loop or two while you wait for the yellow emerald to be grabbable, because you can't actually grab the emerald until the key is in you. Alright, now that you got the yellow emerald, we're going to be moving through the swamp to get some more strays. Run up here through the forest. Make sure you aim a little bit to the right so you don't trigger the Knuckles text to grab that stray. Double jump boost to get the stray off this rail. Do a rail jump. Boost jump off this hill and jump over to get into this dash ring to get that stray. Hit that box to hit another spring to get that stray. Come up here to grab this token dig. Then run off to the left to get to some soldiers. You're going to do a soldier slingshot off this first soldier that you see in a straight hard up direction. And if you do it just right, you'll make it barely to this rail. You'll be able to slide down this rail to grab a stray, directly into another stray for an easy double. Run forward jump into the crater to grab some more, grab another token dig. And then you're going to want to run up all the way over to here to get to another jelly man. Do a mag dash back into this and go over the lower right side of that arch to make a trick launch to the bottom arch of this area by 4-9 to get a token on the top. Go down to 4-9 to get a token dig, and then run back up to go to a jelly. At this jelly man, you're going to be looking to get a mag dash all the way back right by that rock, run a little bit to do a slingshot straight up, and if you do it perfectly, you can hit that stray out of the air. If not, there's a little spring you can jump on right on top of metal boxes that takes you right into the stray. Follow that pattern right there to hit that spring to get another easy stray. Trick launch off the chair to get another stray up here. 30 FPS users, skip that stray. Run around towards 4-8 to get another easy stray. And then run up here to 4-8 to do another token dig. And now we're at the final cyberspace level of the entire run. 4-8 is the shortest level in the run, and it can also be quite tricky, so Gordon will be stopping in one final time to explain it to you.
Alright, time for 4-8. This is, as you can see, a very fast stage, but it can be a little trickier than it may look. The route I'm going to give isn't necessarily the absolute fastest, but it is a very consistent route, and this late into the run, that is very, very, very important. So, let's get to it. Now, as soon as you load in, you're going to want to mash the X button to get a homing attack. Right there. Now hold forward, hit the first ring, then hold back, get the red ring stomp. With that gritty, hold hard right, and then immediately jump, and you can make it over here. And then you can just boost over. Jump to cut that short, and then homing attack that pulley, then jump to cut it short again. Spam homing attack here. Now hold up left and spam light dash, stomp, jump, land, homing attack, and you're good. Doing that in sequence real quick. Spam X, hold forward, hold back, stomp, consistent. Messed that up slightly, but it's not the end of the world if that happens. You'll just hit the pulley again. And there you go. That is 4-8.
Alright, now that you've fully conquered cyberspace, you can do a trick launch off the chair to get to another token up here. Once again, this is not a token that 30 FPS users can get. Following this up, you can do that token, boost onto the platform, do a trick launch into those rings, sidestep left and jump to get into those rings for an easy triple token. After that, you're going to want to do a slingshot off this, all the way to the Cyan Emerald, boost all the way down to grab the final token dig of the run, and your Cyan Emerald. After the Cyan Emerald, we're going to be aiming to get right back to Sage as quick as possible. If you happen to be short on tokens, there's still one on the way that I'm going to show. If you're short more than one, there's a couple in this area that you can probably get like right there off that boost ring. So now the trick to this slingshot is the mag dash to this area right by those boxes. And if you get really good speed, you can make it all the way to the pyramid and make it to the spring, which will then give you a last token if you need it on the way to Sage. Hopefully you have 190 at this point. If you don't, the only thing I can recommend is side-looping. I would recommend learning the route and trying not to miss any tokens and learn some backups, because side-looping is very, very random and very, very slow. Skipping through the hacking once again, because there's really nothing special, it's just do it without dying to not lose time. We're going to get up to the final movement to Supreme, which is very easy. You can just basically do a stomp jump, which you want to obviously do in the first try, not like I do twice here. And then just boost through the rails. There is nothing special here. This is the fastest way, is following that. So, you've made it. The final boss of Supreme. Supreme. Really, he's just reskinned Giganto, but a lot more annoying. The difference is, unlike Giganto, we don't actually do Psyloop on Supreme, because we have the almighty Cross Slash. Now, Cross Slash, you might be wondering, is how is that broken on a boss? You can only do it once. Well, see, the way Cross Slash works is that every time you boost and you press the jump button, you get Cross Slash. Well, what if Supersonic, who can boost infinitely, you boosted while in Cross Slash? You can cancel Cross Slash into Cross Slash just like this. Wait till you see the combo meter pass about 30 hits, cancel Cross Slash into another Cross Slash, and you can just stun lock Supreme. It really is that simple. If you mess up and get hit, do not parry, let the attack hit you. Phase 2 is a bit more annoying because he likes to play a little bit of bullet hell in Sonic Frontiers. He does use these wings to start gliding around, but otherwise he's just kind of like annoying. He generally aims to go in a leftward arc, so you kind of want to just dodge the bullets and go to the left to try to run into him, and then do the same thing as you did in Phase 1. The difference is cancel the cross slash after 20 hits instead of 30, so he's less likely to break out. As soon as you see the HP stop filling, let yourself get hit or try to dodge out, and get to a shield as quick as possible. As soon as you get to a shield, just hit it once and press stomp, and he'll immediately punch you into the gun phase. And just like that, the fight is pretty much done. Hit a very easy QTE here, and just fly to his head and beat him up as quick as you can. I kind of do mess up the input here because he tilts his head back. Generally, I think the fastest way to kill him here is you want to do a stomp once into a cross slash to finish him off. But either way, the second you see the screen fade out to black right there at the end of the Supreme, it's exactly 3 minutes and 22 seconds until the end of the run if you don't miss any of the QTEs. The run, unfortunately, does not end here. We do have to wait for the QTEs, but if you do set up a split here, you can know what your time's going to be, because as I said, it is exactly 3 minutes and 22 seconds from that fade out. So coming up, I am going to super fast forward to the QTEs, because we've all seen this probably many times if you've played the game, and I'm sure you would like to get to the end of the run.
Is that it? I'll leave it to Challenge. His stream is based 3 days before. He answers, I will give him 7. I know I must do. I must leave you. Understand. Go. Hurry, the board game's insane. Nice work. Be careful. Here, no time. We took the whole world. We took your lives. We're gonna do it all over again. I need your help. We end this. Please.
And in an excellent stroke of poetry, Supreme throws you just like Giganto throws you if you don't skip the cutscene. And as you hurl to the moon, you'll get 3 QTEs, 1, a 2, and a 3. Time ends the second you hit on console and RTA. The time ends the second you hit the 3rd QTA and a couple frames after for the IGT timing. And with that, I'd like to say congratulations. You have completed Sonic Frontiers. I hope this guide was of use to you, as this is probably the hardest project I've ever worked on in this channel and myself. Several hundred hours have been put into making these guides, and it's meant more than anything to me to put out content that will undoubtedly help people learn and run this amazing game. These guides could not have been possible without all the amazing help from my friends and other valued members of the community. Gordon Ramsay for all the cyberspace footage, Phanz for his amazing editing skills and helping me with making the maps and some of the intros, Critical Sid for assisting in many of the alternate routes for Xbox and 30 FPS users, RKG Game with helping with the original Chronos guide and the inspiration for the other intros that I made for the guides, several other members of the community and top runners, which all include amazing runners like Alpha Dolphin, who has the current world record at the time of this guide, KD4, Anaku, Tato, and many, many more are all just amazing runners you should all go follow and watch. I mean, the speedrun is just great. The community is great. I can go on and on and on. Please join the Discord if you haven't. The link's in the description. Come hang out with us. Play the game. There's a lot more to come. Everything about Frontier's future is looking bright because this video is only being made as of Update 1. Update 2 is going to add spin dash to the game. Update 3 having character side stories. Frontiers has a very bright future, and rest assured I am not done with this game with guide making at all. I will add more as needed as the updates happen. So once again, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you learned a lot, and I hope you come to love this game as much as I have. Thank you.